All right, concussions can happen to anyone at any time, at home, work, or play. According to the Brain Injury Association of Canada, 1 in 10 Canadians will know someone who will suffer a brain injury this year. Joining me in studio is Dr. Joanny Liu. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You are the author of Knockout Concussions, The Secrets to Designing a Healthy Brain That Your Medical Doctor Will Never Know About. So you've written this book. You have a close personal connection to it. Your son, in fact, suffered concussions. Tell us more about that.
Well, it's a great day to be alive. I mean, in fact, the Brain Injury Association says that every 3 minutes somebody is suffering a brain injury.
Right.
So like my son, he was hit so hard on the side of his head that he actually went blind. But he recovered quickly, and today he's happier and healthier than ever. And that's why I'm so happy to be here to expose the 3 giant myths about concussions.
Okay, so before we get to the myths, though, yes, so he did suffer concussion, but there are ways, there are things that the person needs to do in order to help heal these concussions, and you're going to walk me through some of the props that you have right now on the table. So what's the first thing that you have to do?
Well, the first most important thing to do is that you got to cut out alcohol. So I know we live in Canada, but no beer, no wine, no hard liquor until you feel perfectly well. Okay, so it's not forever, guys.
Right.
The second thing is that you need to eat all your foods cooked, because if you're eating a lot of raw foods, a lot of cold foods, drinking a lot of icy cold drinks, you're actually forcing your body to use precious energy to warm all that stuff up instead of using it to heal.
The brain, right?
Yeah, to heal. And the third thing that's really important is to follow my head formula for healing concussions faster.
Okay.
And that's because the latest brain science says that we can change the brain, so we might as well change it towards healing. The latest research also tells us that if we're stressed out or we have a negative mindset, that we only make things worse, because the brain is emotional and the mind is powerful.
Right.
So the H in head stands for hero. Okay, so for instance, Iron Man. So if Iron Man knew that he had a concussion, do you think that he would just lie back and wait for it to go away?
No.
No.
Right.
Because he's busy trying to save the world right now, so he's going to be proactive.
Okay, so that's the H in head. Okay.
Yeah.
Then E.
E is for emotions. So this guy is angry. Okay. Now, if you're scared and upset, okay, now squeeze him. Then you're actually going to slow down or even shut down the healing process. Okay?
So your emotions have a lot to do with it.
Emotions are everything. Okay? If you're optimistic and full of hope, then you are going to speed things up.
Okay? And then D.
Oh, A.
A. Sorry, I don't know how to spell head.
A is for aim, because everybody knows that if you got a goal, that you're more likely to be successful than if you don't have a goal.
Okay.
So set a goal that you're going to be well again.
Okay. And D?
And D is for determination, because you're going to feel discouraged some days. You're going to think, wow, is this ever going to end? But if you set your level of determination up high, then you are going to make healing happen for you.
So it's not so much just resting. A lot of it has to do with your mind to make it heal better.
Yes, you're using the brain in order to heal the brain.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so there are some three big myths that you're going to debunk when it comes around concussions. What are they?
Yes, the first giant myth is to go to an emergency and get an x-ray. Well, unfortunately, x-rays and MRIs aren't going to tell you that you've got a concussion. I mean, in fact, the latest research says that you're probably exposing yourself to unnecessary radiation. So what you really need to be looking out for are 1, a lot of headaches, 2, feeling dizzy, 3, feeling nauseous, and 4, eyesight problems.
Okay, so don't go and get an x-ray done right away. Check for the signs first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second thing the second giant myth is that you should just stay home and rest. Well, obviously, for thousands of people who are still suffering from Post Concussive Syndrome, rest alone is not a guarantee. So, in fact, it's probably a waste of your time. And the third giant myth is that you can't speed up the healing process. But yes, you can.
Right.
You just had to know what to do, and I've already outlined those three
What
things.
you should do. For number 2, where you're not supposed to rest, what should you do then?
Okay, well, definitely cut out alcohol if you're an adult.
Okay, I see.
Definitely,
Right.
I mean, you should still stop what you're doing. I'm
Right.
not saying not to rest,
Right.
but there are other things that you can actually take control of.
Right.
And that's what the message is for optimism, hope, and healing.
All right. Healing the brain by using your brain. Thank you so much, Dr. Joanie Liu. Her book is Knockout Concussions, The Secrets to Designing a Healthy Brain That Your Medical Doctor Will Never Know About. For more information, you can check out her website at drjoanny, so JOANNY.com. We're going to toss it over to Kelsey for the weather right now.
Great tips, Kathy, as we head into the season when a lot of kids are active in sports, whether it's football or whatnot, and they're outside. So things to keep in mind if your kids are involved in those sports. 7:23.